everybody, it's David here at Fifth Hammer, and we are here for a new segment called
What's in the box? What's in the box?
And what I've got here for you today, folks, is Bronzino'S Galloper Gun. Bronzino here is a artillerist for the Dogs of War Army, and he carries his spectacular Galloper gun there with his handy-dandy crew. And as you can see, it's got some wheels on it, so it's mobile and can move around the battlefield and shoot. And it's at a reduced strength of 5 in exchange for that mobility, but that's still pretty potent. And anyway, it's really the only cannon that the Dogs of War have, so they have to make do with what they've got. As you can see here, this is still new in shrink. This released in White Dwarf 225, which if memory serves was October of 1998. So how this little gem has managed to stay in the shrink all that time, I will never know, but I've saved it here to open it with you, and I hope you appreciate that. We are going to crack the shrink here with my handy dandy X-Acto knife and go back in time. 1998, baby. I was 16 years old when this thing hit stores. Smell that sweet, sweet 90s air, my friends. Look at that. Still snug on there. You can see here we've got the glorious 5th edition cover art on the box here, which is great. Let's see, interesting. Made in the USA, so this must have been cast here. I think Josh was telling me the US had different standards for metal. I guess we didn't like having lead in our minis or something. I don't know. So that's interesting. I wonder if that had something to do with that. But anywho, and there you go. Look at that. 3rd edition must not have released by this point. Maybe it did. I can't remember exactly the order. I know 3rd did come out in 98, but maybe they just didn't update their box art yet. But the last gasp here of 2nd edition 40K, pretty cool. With our classic Blood Angels captain. But anyway, you're not here for 40K. You are here for a little Galloper gun. So, without further ado, let's open this guy up. What do we got in here? Games Workshop, World of Hobby Games. Oh, look, I can mail in for their special offer, or call 1-800 number. I can't imagine that anyone would answer that, at least anyone at Games Workshop. And I highly doubt that if I mail this in, they're going to send me 2 plastic Citadel miniatures, 4 Citadel color paints, and a brush, and a painting guide for only $9.99. Get that. What a deal. But that's pretty cool. Got some tips in here on how to assemble your miniatures if you're doing this for the first time. Excuse me. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Gap filling 101. Priming. Squigs, Sister of Battle. The old Imperial Guard walkers. That's pretty cool. Oh, look. See? 3rd edition had released. They just had not updated the box yet. So, there you go. 3rd edition. 40K. So, anyway, that was fun. But we'll discard that and take a look. What is in this box, folks? So here we go. I know that goes to connect the gun carriage with the with the horse. You can see that right here. That's this piece right there. Got some plastic horse parts there. Your standard 1991 Games Workshop horse. Nothing new and interesting there. Probably seen a lot of these on my channel. We've got our wheels, so this is interesting. So this is one difference here. So these wheels have these little studs on them, the ones that they gave me. You'll note in the picture, they don't have the studs. They just kind of have that flat steel rim to them. So that's one thing that's interesting and different. Wonder what gives there. Why I didn't get the flat ones. I think these kind of remind me of the ones on my Empire cannons. I would have preferred to have the flat ones, but beggars can't be choosers. So here's Bronzino. He has a separate sword arm that I hope is floating around in here. Please tell me that's not missing too. Oh boy. Did that get lost over here? Well, let's take a look. Oh, there it is. Way down there. Making it difficult on us here. Look at that. So we're going to discard this. Got this ramrod here. And Bronzino's sword arm. So there's Bronzino. He's a really nice mini. I think the Perry twins did these guys. And if I can hold on to anything for more than a second, here you can see Bronzino kind of hoisting his sword, giving an order there, much like on the box. And yeah, really cool model. He's got that plumage going on. Kind of reminds me of the Alcatani pikeman. I don't know if you can see it at all, but he does have two cannons emblazoned on his breastplate, which is a nice touch. So that's it for Bronzino. Then here you've got another part of the carriage. So there you go. You've got two horse heads. This is Bronzino's. This is the one that helps pull the gun. You've got this fella here who's got some rope and a little bucket he's running with. And here's our fella with the ramrod. Like so. There you go. And here's the horse rider. He's got his little match lit to light the gun. And speaking of the gun, there is Bronzino's Galloper gun right there. Really nice piece. So, be really curious to paint this up and try it out in some games. I'm going to have to reread the rules just to make sure that I completely understand it, but as I understand it now, it's a strength 5 artillery piece. I think it's got a range of 36 inches, maybe deals D3 wounds instead of D6 like an Empire cannon, but it's mobile, which is pretty cool. And you've got old Bronzino there, who's a hero to fend off any harpies or anybody who fly and try and attack your battery. So anyway, I'm going to be painting up Bronzino in a couple of Galloper guns for Call the Crown for December. And here's the cartridge box. And anyway, it should be fun. So we will definitely check back in with you when these guys are all painted up. But I wanted you to join me as I found out what's in the box.
What's in the box?
And we take a look, and we found out what is in there. So anyway, that's it for me. Hope you are busy painting or playing or even scraping mold lines off, which is my least favorite thing to do. I need to get to that on this project before it gets too far in the month. But anyway, wherever you are, whatever you may be doing, keep painting, keep playing, and keep hobbying.